Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a simple walk through Old School RuneScape. In this episode, you can expect to see our boy Fragile Nook here wear some studded chaps. Oh, they're tight. Teleport to Falador. Cool. And escape free to play. How am I going to get past these guys? But first, a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. Have you ever wanted to watch or play something online only to be met with, "This is blocked in your country"? Hopefully you have, because otherwise this ad wouldn't work. Everyone's seen it, everyone hates it. Why can't we all enjoy the things we want to enjoy privately and safely?
Wait, Dicers, you can.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, you can browse safely, privately, and with no geo barriers using NordVPN. You don't have to gnome glide across the globe to access different content online. With NordVPN's easy-to-use functionality, at a click of a single button, you're wherever you want to be.
It's fast, it's safe, and with a single subscription you can get 6 different devices hooked up to your VPN account. So use the link in the description below to get a big discount with a 4-month extended bonus, all while supporting the channel. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's a risk-free adventure. Thanks NordVPN for sponsoring this video. So I'm at the Grand Exchange to buy some gold bars. We're actually going to buy 2,000 gold bars because we want to make a bunch of money and get a crap ton of crafting XP. It cost us pretty much our entire cash stack that we've been saving up in free-to-play, but it's going to be worth it. Hopefully. We're also going to buy an amulet mold from the Grand Exchange. It feels good not being an Iron Man. With the mold and some gold bars in the inventory, when you use a furnace, you can smelt jewellery, you can create jewellery. So if we examine the gold bars on RuneLite, it says they're worth about 85 GP, and the gold amulets that we create are worth over 100 GP. We're making about 50 GP profit each bar. There is 20 crafting. We can now do sapphire rings, which we're going to move on to. Selling the gold amulets has given us about 15k GP. Now we need to buy sapphires. Let's buy however much we can. 150 sapphires. I forgot to buy a ring mold. Stupid. There we go. With a ring mold, sapphires and gold bars in our inventory, we can make sapphire rings. The components of the sapphire rings, the gold bar and the sapphire, make about 430 GP, and the GE is saying the sapphire rings can sell for over 500 GP, so we're making over 100 GP profit per ring, and getting good crafting XP too. There is 27 craft and we can now make emerald rings, so let's move on to them. We sold our sapphire rings for 85k GP total, that's pretty good. Now we're spending it all on emeralds. We got 33 crafting from these emeralds. Let's sell the rings, 100k GP, and buy some more emeralds. I spent most of our fortune on gold bars, but as you can see, crafting jewellery and selling it on the Grand Exchange, I'm slowly getting the cash stack back up. We're on 140k right now, and I'm buying even more emeralds to make even more money, and once we're done with the 2,000 gold bars, we should hopefully have made a profit. So we just got level 40 crafting in free-to-play. If you've been paying attention, you know that I'm likely to stop leveling up skills here at level 40 in free-to-play because there isn't much point, but because we bought 2,000 gold bars, I want to make some GP. I'm just going to keep going until we've used up all the bars. With 40 crafting, we unlocked the ability to make ruby necklaces, so I've bought a necklace mold. We're going to buy some rubies and make some ruby necklaces. The jewellery page on the Old School RuneScape wiki shows you which piece of jewellery is profitable to craft. So I've just been following this guide, and so when I level up to the new tier, so from sapphire to emeralds to rubies, I just pick the best thing to craft in that tier to get good XP and to get good GP. I lost the last clip in this video where I completed crafting, but basically I finished making the 2,000 bars into jewellery with ruby necklaces, and I effectively doubled my money. We got 52 crafting, we have 400k GP. That was a pretty good stint. We got good XP, good levels, and good GP. We doubled our money. Don't fall for the guys at the Grand Exchange that advertise doubling money or the gambling things. Don't do any of that. Just play the game and you'll make money. You don't have to do some schemy stuff or trust trade people. They're all scammers anyway. I also didn't notice while we were crafting, we got over 500 total level, which is a pretty good milestone, but also unlocks the 500 skill total level worlds in free-to-play, which just have a bit less bots in them. Moving on, you might have noticed we had range gear on. I'm wearing the best range gear I can possibly find at level 20 range, which is a coif, studded leather chaps and body, fan braces, a willow short bow. I've also got an amulet of power, a red cape just for the fashion, and I bought a bunch of iron arrows which we're going to use. If you're unsure of what you can wear at certain levels, you can just left click on the skill and it pops up a little window where you can see see what you unlock at different levels. On the 500 total level world, it's a little bit quieter. I've got a good spot here behind this column near the ladder. I get 2 spawns of hill giants. 30 range, we can now equip maple shortbows, which we're just going to leave right now and get that because it increases our damage output. We go from a plus 46 attack bonus with the willow shortbow to a plus 55. I'm getting a little bit bored of killing hill giants over and over again. We're going to mix up a little bit. The main reason I kill the hill giants for training combat, and the main reason it's popular in free to play, is because they have lots of HP, you can safe spot them, but they also have good drops and you make some money killing them. I'm going to move on to a faster training method where we make no money. In fact, we'll probably lose a little bit of money due to the cost of ammunition, but we've got lots of money. We just made hundreds of thousands of gold. I searched on the wiki free to play range training, and it told me giant frogs are really good. Every time I've walked past the swamp in the past, it's been quite busy, but now that we're on a 500 total world, I'm hoping the frogs, the giant frogs, are a little bit quieter and we can train on them peacefully. Here they are in Lumbridge Swamp, just to the south of Lumbridge Castle. This guy here is using rune armor while training range. That is a terrible idea. Rune armor gives you big negative range stats, like it lowers it quite a lot. And these frogs are low level, they're level 13. They don't deal much damage. I only brought 2 trouts. So yeah, never wear melee armor to train range, that's a bad idea. So the reason these frogs are good to train on, as I just mentioned, they're low level, they have low defense, but they have a surprisingly high hit point count at like 26 or something. So they're squishy, you just shoot them, you get a bunch of XP, they don't really hurt you if you have some defense levels like me, I have 40 defense. So they're just nice and easy. We just got level 40 range, and that happened way quicker than it would have happened at the hill giants, and we don't go to the bank. We just bury the bones as we pick them up for the prayer XP and keep fighting. So yeah, that was really nice and quick. The only thing left to train really in the combat stats is magic. Not prayer because we don't train that in free to play. Well, we do, we have trained it in free to play, but not extensively because there's way faster ways to train it as a member. It's magic time. We've purchased some magic gear, just the hat and the robe top, because they're the only items that give a magic bonus. And we're using the magic amulet instead of the power amulet because again it gives better magic bonus. We've bought chaos runes instead of mind runes. Chaos runes allow us to use bolt spells which cost more money but give us more XP, which I don't mind because we are loaded for free to players. We've got like 300, 400k, which is a lot of GP. There is level 33 magic. We can now cast Telekinetic Grab, which technically unlocks a money making method in free to play where you telegrab nature ruins in the wilderness. I once again got bored killing hill giants quite quickly, so we're just going to sell the loot from about 160 hill giants and then move on to a different training method. We sold all for about 40k GP. This is a training method that I want to try, which I don't think is going to be great, but I see everyone doing it. It's quite a popular training method. As you can see right now, it is just fighting this lesser demon with range or magic through the iron bars because it can't attack back. It's a high level demon, it has lots of HP, it's quite AFKable, which maybe is the appeal because you click on it, wait 5 minutes, click on it again, rinse and repeat. It's quite chill. This dude, for some reason, is ranging with magic gear on, which isn't as bad as ranging with melee gear on because the robes don't give you negative range bonus. I just don't get why you wouldn't wear leather for the extra range damage. And this guy is maging in range gear, which is a really bad idea. Unless you want to splash, which he isn't doing. And this guy, he's AFK. Okay, we can finally fight a giant. Fight a demon, not a giant. I'm just so used to fighting giants, I call everything a giant. So compared to low level free to players, lesser demons are fairly high level and they have 70 defense. So I wouldn't come and train on these with magic until a little bit higher level. I definitely wouldn't recommend training range on them. There is 37 magic. We can now teleport to Falador, which is actually going to be our next training method. Let's buy 500 casts for just under 80k GP. Now let's click F 500 times. We've only been doing this a few minutes and we've already had 2 levels, 39 magic now. And not even 5 minutes later, we get level 40 magic. But we still have over 300 law runes left, so let's keep going. There we go, 43 magic, that's all we can get with the 500 law runes that we purchased. And there's only 2 skills left that are under level 40 here in free to play, that's prayer and rune crafting. Prayer we have been training, just as we kill monsters we bury the bones, except the hill giants because then we sold those bones, but the giant frogs and the cows and stuff, we buried all the bones that we gathered. But rune crafting is something most RuneScape players don't like to train, and it's something I said in an earlier episode that we wouldn't train, but I think we're going to train it. Okay, I'm buying all the elemental tiaras just so we can enter the altars without having to need a talisman in our inventory. so we save an inventory space. We bought some rune essence, or you can use pure essence, whatever's cheaper at the time. Now we're going to Falador to make some air runes. I can't remember the last time I trained runecrafting in free-to-play was, so I don't mind training it a little bit. I'm not going to get level 40 probably, I'm just going to go until I get bored. We enter the air altar with the tiara equipped, click on the big altar in the middle, wherever it teleports us to, leave, run back to the bank, rinse and repeat. That is runecrafting. Or at least it was runecrafting. There's more ways now in membership to train runecrafting that are a bit more engaging. There is level 9 runecrafting, making air runes. We can now create earth runes, and that's where we're going to go. We're going to teleport to Vrok using our cheeky little chronicle. Let's buy an earth tiara. The earth altar is just to the east of Vrok, next to this giant gaping vid. There is level 14 runecrafting. We can now make fire runes. Let's go do that. I've also sold my rune essence, and I'm buying pure essence because it's cheaper. The fire altar is just in northern Alcarid above the town, and the bank we're going to use is in the old duel arena. I really like the look of all the elemental areas next to the altars. I think they're pretty cool. I'm a big fan. For banking, we go from the fire altar here on the left, we go through the PvP arena and use the bank to the east. There is level 20 rune crafting. We can now make body runes. I believe those are the best runes you can make in free-to-play. And their altar is over here by the barbarian village. The bank we use is in Edgeville, so it's quite a hefty run. This place looks cool. It's really old. Runecrafting was brought out in 2004, I believe, when RuneScape 2 came out, so this place looked like this in 2004, and I think they tried to make it look like inside a body, the body altar it's called. It's the shape of a heart, and it's all pink and fleshy, and these are just roots that have been coloured pink and stuck in here to make them look like arteries and stuff. They look pretty cool. Even the portal's red. Freaky. There is level 30 rune crafting. We've done everything we've set out to do. I've used up all the essence that I had to get 30 rune crafting, a nice round number thankfully. And we've leveled up every other stat we wanted to level up. We've made GP. We've done every single quest except one. This is the crescendo of free-to-play, the final quest, the big boss battle. Let's do it, Dragon Slayer. Once you've got 32 quest points, you can actually access this little building called the Champions Guild. You speak to the guild master and you start the quest. It's the longest quest in the free-to-play, and there's a fair amount you have to do in it. We've skipped all that. We're going straight to the final moment, the final boss battle. And this is the gear we're using. Most people go in with the Rune Scimitar. It's like the best weapon in free-to-play, the most commonly used weapon in free-to-play. But dragons are weak to stab, and the Scimitar's stab bonus is only plus 13. But if we equip the little short sword here, the little Rune sword, it's plus 44. So we're going to use this dinky little sword and just chib away at Elvarg instead of using the scimitar. Make sure you put on the stab attack style. Why is the sea red? That makes this cutscene way more ominous, even though it's already quite ominous. Oh, what was that? Elvarg, you're the only thing holding me back from becoming a member now. It's time for you to die. Okay, we've got our anti-fire shield, so Elvarg's fire doesn't absolutely destroy us in one hit, because it will one-shot you if you don't have the shield equipped. And now we just kind of chill here and poke away at the dragon with her dinky little sword. He does deal, or she does deal, I don't know if it's a boy or girl dragon, but they do deal a fair amount of damage, so when I'm weak I like to walk under Elvarg because it kind of wigs out the monster code. I don't know, it just can't make a decision on how to get to me, it just kind of walks around. It gives you time to eat food without being attacked by the dragon, so if you get below half HP, just right click, walk here under the dragon and eat your swordfish or your lobsters or whatever food you've brought. And once you've eaten food and you're feeling good about yourself, you just click on the dragon again and attack them. The dragon is almost defeated. I have actually used a fair amount of swordfish, way more than I thought I would need to use, considering I'm wearing rune armor, have pretty decent stats, but there it is. The Elvarg is dead. Now we can take off its head. Speak to Oziak and complete the quest. 18,000 strength XP, 18,000 defense XP, and we can now wear a rune plate body. Free to play, complete. Even Jagex, no, look, become a member, unlock more dragons to slay. So if you're going to put that anywhere, I guess after Dragon Slayer, that's a good spot to do it. We're not going to upgrade right now. 44 defense and strength, nice. Seeing all the free-to-play quests green is a nice little feeling. And there we go, we got the rune plate body, we can equip it. I love it, it's very nostalgic right now. I feel very nostalgic equipping this rune plate body. And this whole adventure has been nice and nostalgic. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to see the further adventures of Fragile Nook as he becomes a member, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see me venture into the larger world of Gielinor after paying Jagex a few bucks to become a member. because I ain't staying in free-to-play much longer. I've done that before. The series is called Escaping Free-to-Play. You can go watch that, where I make a bond in free-to-play.